Hey people, Broken Puppet, and this is how to draw a near-traditional little bird. Enjoy. Right people, how to draw a near-traditional bird. Now this one's going to be one of those little kind of smaller birds, you know, the cute ones. So I'm going to start with, just keep going round and round and round, so you've got like a nice egg kind of shape. Now for this one I'm going to have the body kind of looking this way with the head kind of facing this way. So I'm going to come round from the side of this egg shape, come off of it, and create another circle bit just there, so like a number 9 sort of shape. So curve there. Off this bit, just going to bring in 2 little curves just here, just like a little V shape just there. Come off the bottom, going to have like a little boxy shape, so 2 lines coming down there. Just off the bottom, I'm going to do a little line just here, little line coming off this way, little circle just there, little circle just there. So that's just where his feet are going to be. I'm going to have him hold on to a branch, so I'm going to just do like a random little squiggly shape. Just do some circles just off of this, just to kind of show where some leaves are going to be. I'm going to have a circle, fairly big, just in the background, just there. So that's the rough kind of body shape. So just off of this circle bit, just kind of cut through the centre bit, just here. And when it cuts through, that's where you want the beak to be. So the beak on this one's just going to be a pointy V kind of shape. Just like that. Nothing too much. The little curve just there. I'm going to do some little detail lines here. You're not going to see it too much with the pencil, but you'll see it a lot more when I do the pen. Come back off this line, pretty much about the centre of the circle. Then another circle. That's going to be the eye. And you look line through, just look there, just a little bit off the other side. Just bring in a second little circle bit just above it, just curving around it. I'm going to bring in a little curve just underneath here. Just bring this down a touch. I'm just going to curve around here and just going around this face shape. Just bringing a line, curve around, and this line's going to come off and join back up to the outside line just there. Just like so. I'm going to come off this side bit just here, bring a curve roughly into the centre of this line. So if you imagine you get a centre sort of shape, just line there. Then I'm going to curve this up. So you basically want this V shape just here. Curve around there. And so that it kind of makes this kind of like shape just here. So you imagine you've got like a circle ball shape. So you can see it all kind of starting to sort of structure together now. Now where we've got this wing shape just here, I'm going to bring some curves. I'm going to bring one big curve, quite circular, so sort of like, you know, like it's nice and bendy. Just a bunch of little ones just coming off of it, just building it back up, so each one kind of coming off it behind that way. I'm going to have a secondary set, a bit more pointy this time on the secondary set, so as it gets to the end a bit more pointy. And then the last one's just almost like a V shape, just lines coming off, pointing to the same point. Just like that. This tail bit here, just going to split this up, a couple of lines. Just like so. The legs just going to thicken up with a second line. And as it comes onto the branch, you're going to have like 3 toes, so each one's going to curve, so like crescent moon shape, very small crescent moon, then this one the other way. Crescent moon shape, crescent moon shape, crescent moon shape. Now this branch, I'm just going to make a little bit uneven, so basically I want 2 lines going around that outside edge, just bumping and bending, just making a little bit of an interesting shape. Doesn't matter too much as long as it kind of cuts through the feet, so it's actually sitting on it properly. And each one of these little lines we've done for the petal, for the leaves, can do a line through the centre. Bringing a crescent means sort of, you know, your semicircle coming back. And once you get to about this sort of point, bend it back the other way and join back up. Do that, and we're just going to have little bits just coming off with some berries, so just going to do some random circles just coming off, sitting behind certain bits. It's going to get me a little compass now. You can use anything that's sort of circular shape. Just makes life a bit easier. Put that just in the centre bit right on that circle. A bit too big, so correct that. There we go. Then there. Just quick and rub up. So that's all your basic sort of, you know, line work for it. So I'm just going to grab my pens now and just come in and just bring in all the line work. Start with just for the outline bit, the bold outline. Just going to use a Sharpie, and then I'll come in with a thinner liner for the detail. So see, as we get to these one little structures, I'm just making a little kind of bend in the body, just to make it a bit more of an interesting shape rather than a bog standard curve. And you can do that if you want. I just feel a bit more of a dynamic shape sometimes makes the difference. Because of the size of it, I'm not going too crazy with the toes. You can get really detailed, getting all the little ridges and stuff in the toes if you want. So you can see I'm not doing all the lines, I haven't done like the inside detail lines. It's just mainly those big bold lines that tell the shape of the image. I'm being pretty quick at this, so take your time. You ain't got to go the same speed as what I'm going. Now it's going to get a detail pen. This one's 6mm. Now you can go pretty much any size you want with these things. You don't have to go for the exact same size. And I often switch it up. You know, my rough pen sizes, you know, I usually use like a bold one, you know, about a 2 for the outline. So yeah, just here, seeing like little flicks just going into one direction. Now line down, I'm just doing all those little detail lines we drew in, just to bring in the details. occasionally when you get to a bit where you got a shape, just bring in little flicks. Just coming across, just kind of show the feather shape. So you got little detail lines, and just inside these leaves, going to bring in little curves spaced differently apart. I'm not looking for symmetry with these. You can do if you want. Just some lines close, some lines apart. Like that. So you can see that's the basic outline for it. Now it's going to get some markers. You can use anything you want for this. Just quickly rub out pencil work. Depending on the kind of paper and pens you use, you might want to give it a sec before you rub out. You don't want to rub out your lines or smudge your lines. But you know, this paper I'm using is quite absorbing, so it takes it pretty quick. I'm just going to use me some Winsor & Newton brush markers. These ones are grayscale for the minute. Just going to flick in my shadows. So just like a part around the eye. Come down that V shape, looking up from this part of the head, back of the head. A bit of shading just on the side and underneath these wings, feathers. A little bit under the wing, just a little shadow. Just a little bit around the edge there. Take your time, I'm being very quick with this. So using this dark, that was like a dark medium grey, and it's going to come in with a lighter grey, just blend off the edges. You know, you don't have to use markers, you can use pencil paints, whatever you want, just, you know, it makes no major difference, it's just different medium. So I'm just going around the edges for that, just to blend them out. And I'm coming on my lights one. And you've got to remember, on paper, these markers initially are a lot darker when you first put them on. As they dry, they go lighter. Always take into consideration the fact that they wet the paper, so as they wet the paper, they're darker. Put a little flick just down the centre of that stem. Just leave a little circle shape. And shape around the edges. Oh, I'm losing my voice. I need some water. There we go. And that's it for the shading. Now I'm just going to grab me. Cool. A little bit of colour. Oop, sorry. Headbutt my camera. Get you back in position. Ooh, there you go. So it's going to work in this brown. Just gonna get a red. Just gonna flick this red down from that chest part. Find one. A bit dirty. Now I'm just making these colours up as I go along. I'm aware it's a bit kind of like Robin-ish kind of colours, but it's not intentional. That it's just me playing around with them. And I don't feel like you've got to stick to any sort of certain colours. It's going to come in with a black now and just put in a little bit of darker shading, just in a couple of areas. Now I've got the colours, I can kind of see where I want the absolute dark parts. Now, and you always want to have a bit of, true black in there, you don't want it to be all light. Black. Again, just come back in with that dark grey. Colour in the eye, it's going to leave a little circle bit, colour it in black. Grab me a green. That's grassy green, I think. This is just a Camellia marker. Very, very good pens. They got a really cool blender tip. Nice and got a really nice fade out. Takes a little time to use. I do occasionally use it. You've probably seen me do it, but I'm just flicking it in today. What needs to go into slightly brownish tone. find me a nice orange. This one's just a Pro marker. I don't often use Pro markers too often, they're just mainly good for bold colouring. They're not very good for shading with. And when it's Easter around, some people like them. I'm just generally more one for the brush tips. So give me that lighter grey. Where's the medium grad? Yeah. Just want to flick a little bit into certain background areas. Nothing much. Get my lighter grey, just blend those out. I'm just going to do some little grey dots just in the background. Got me a purple. Purple for the berries. And lastly, if I can find it, I did have it out here a little while ago. What did I do with my white pencil? There we are. So I'm just going to get my white now, just putting a few little white highlights. If you're using white paper, you know, just leave these areas blank. Nothing too crazy there, it's literally just a little bit just here and there. And just a little line just around the outside. Just to really bring him to the front. Just little highlights in the berries, and we're almost there now. And that should do it. There you go, that is how to draw a near traditional bird. I hope you like it, I hope that helps. I'll be doing a few more bird tutorials as well at some point. But comment, like, subscribe, yada yada yada. You guys know the usual routine. I'm the Broken Puppet, and I'll see you next time. Peace.